And we are back discussing all the big news coming out of Marvel's big Hall H panel right now here at Comic-Con. We're not in the room, but we have someone in there who's giving us like bootleg announcements very slowly, and we're trying to follow along the best we can and relay that information to you. We found out who Maria Bakalova from Borat is playing in Guardians Volume 3. She's playing Cosmo the dog.
Yes, yes. A beloved member of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics, so I'm here for it.
I love that so much.
Yeah. That's gonna be really funny. You know, I mean, Guardians they do very funny stuff in there. But
was he in the collector's lair? Like, I think we got like a cameo of the dog.
Right. Yeah, we have seen Cosmo before.
Yeah. Right.
Coming back.
Nice.
James Gunn said on the third Guardians, I think it's been about telling one story between the three films with a couple of sideways adventures. This is about the final arc that we began at the beginning of Guardians and all the characters. When I first talked about doing Guardians, he said, I don't know, it sounded kind of goofy, like it was like Bugs Bunny joining the Avengers. But obviously, if there's a cartoon, what makes him real? And I realized he was the saddest creature in the universe.
Man.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny inspired James Gunn's Guardians. I'm into that.
We got a casting. Chakudi Iwuji, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, stars as the High Evolutionary.
Oh.
Okay. Which is
that's intense. That's huge. That's big.
Yeah.
Kind of like a weird cosmic Marvel villain. You know, one of those trademarks earlier that we brought up was Avengers Eternity War. You think he would be the villain of such a war?
I don't even know. Like
film?
I feel like some of those names have to be pranks.
I think.
They have to be clever pranks.
Don't they file a bunch just to throw people off the
I imagine
You know what? It worked.
It did. Yeah. God.
All right, do we have any other stuff going on? We have an image of MODOK, apparently. I don't know if it's the same one from before. Can we see the image? Are you guys?
We would like to see several pictures.
Are they
of
doing
MODOK
pranks
today.
too?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! It's not Bill Murray. Put it away.
I made
It should be.
Again,
this is what
are we doing? This is
It's not even a good picture of him. That's terrible.
frightening.
Take that down.
He's not even.
This is why we get angry comments. Put it away.
Yeah, I've never seen MODOK happy.
This is called fan casting, okay? It's also called incorrect journalism, and we love it here. It's important. That's beautiful.
Damn it!
That is
Get
art.
that off of the screen. That's our producer who's been like up our ass like for weeks and weeks, being like Comic-Con has to go smoothly, and then he made that on his phone. What the hell, man?
Take that off the screen and then email it to me so I can get it tattooed, because I want it. And I also want it as my desktop background, which is a lot easier to change than a back tattoo.
So we're getting a little bit of MODOK confirmation here in our news chat.
Really?
Our reporter, well, not confirmation of Bill Murray, but Matt Fowler, who's in the panel for us, said, we saw what looked like MODOK, and Feige was asked, was that MODOK? And Feige said yes. So it sounds like it's super quick glimpses of things in the quantum realm, and Feige just confirmed MODOK, but did not confirm Bill Murray MODOK.
It's because Bill Murray's not playing MODOK. We just completely got messed up about that.
I'm trying to help Joshua out here.
No, my reputation's in the tank right now. But at least we have that cool fan art.
We'll always have that art that we saw earlier. That was a beautiful moment we got to share here.
I love that.
Yeah, it sounds like right now they've got the Guardians on stage and they're just doing kind of victory lap type of stuff.
Totally, yeah.
Looks like
I'm hearing that Bill Murray is really
Stop
pissed that
talking
he's not
about Bill
MODOK.
Murray.
Bill Murray is hiring Jennifer Walters to sue IGN right now.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
we do have a picture of the High Evolutionary. I hope it's not weirdly photoshopped on something. Joshua, what do we know about this guy?
He like tampers with like genetics and stuff.
What could possibly go wrong in the Marvel universe if someone were to tamper with genetics?
It's interesting because in the comics, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, were mutants, and then when in the MCU they weren't. In the comics, they then had a revelation that thanks to the High Evolutionary, they were just people he experimented on to give powers that seemed like a mutation. So all that said, he actually is involved in a lot of like crazy stuff. I don't know what he's doing in the movie. That's kind of a twist for me, but that is a key Marvel Comics character. It's very interesting that he's now in play. In the MCU.
I don't think they're ever going to put those X-Men in there. They're just messing with us.
Yeah, we're the X-Men.
Yeah.
We've been up here for like 40 minutes and we haven't said the X-Men yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're not coming.
What? But they bought them.
They bought all that money.
They bought the X-Men, they bought the Fantastic Four.
They're keeping them in the package to retain the collector value.
Look, I would love to sit up here and look at MODOK Photoshops all day, but where's the Fantastic Four and the X-Men? What is going on?
So that's a really good question, because last time we were sitting here doing this, they did announce Fantastic Four, and most recently that lost a director, so it's kind of back to question marks with that one. I mean, you kind of have to wonder, like, how, things do get announced and sometimes they don't happen, and we sort of, the MCU is pretty solid at this point, but at the same time, they're not infallible, and they change their mind about stuff. Like, we've had projects get green. Like there was what, like an Origins Magneto movie at one point, and then that evaporated. Channing Tatum as Gambit. Like these movies didn't happen.
Oh right.
But like
Tatum was on stage at the Marvel panel as Gambit. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I don't know, like we've got a Fantastic Four logo. It's kind of weird to sort of pull that out.
This is a very funny quote. James Gunn on being asked about Adam Warlock. He was almost in Volume 2, and I'm glad he wasn't because I think Will was only 11 years old at the time. I'm glad we got the opportunity to introduce the real, true Adam. That's awesome. That's very, very cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Will, on playing Adam, he says, I'm truly grateful, pretty surreal to have ever stepped on the Guardians of the Galaxy set. Huge admirer of everyone, and also absolutely terrified, but was welcomed in the family and couldn't have been treated better. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. He's in what, the Maze Runner movies? Isn't he Edmund in Narnia, I think? Am I crazy?
Oh, yeah.
And he pees on that tree in
He
Midsommar.
pees in the tree, but I mean, he's kind of typecast as like, sort of a, he's kind of a pain in the ass.
The tree pisser.
Well, I hope he doesn't pee on Groot in this movie.
I know. Actually, I kind of hope he does.
Okay.
No, I hate to revisit the whole MODOK thing because in fear of seeing that image again, but I'm looking at the chat. We're reading chat, by the way, everyone.
Be nice.
And someone has an interesting theory. Apparently, I Am Tam River in the chat says, rumor is Yellow Jacket is MODOK after getting shrunk and disfigured.
Oh.
That's
a horrible origin story.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Because we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since the first Ant-Man.
But he's confirmed, right? I think he like might have leaked that.
Right.
Yeah, the actor who played Yellow Jacket. in the first one.
Yeah, people in the chat are saying, Black Jack is MODOK.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not true.
No, definitely not true. We'll probably have a Photoshop of that soon.
And they meant Jack Black, by the way.
Back to Guardians 3. Like I said, we're hopping around. Maria Bakalova said, on being Cosmo the Space Dog, exciting, scary, I'm shaking and nervous and couldn't be more flattered to enter the MCU with Guardians of the Galaxy because I really met a family out here. I feel like I'm doing something meaningful, and I love it, and I hope you love Cosmo. That is a beautiful phrase for a talking dog.
Right. Well, it actually speaks telepathically.
Right.
But still in a very thick Russian accent. So.
How does that work? Well, James Gunn has such an affinity for doing these animal characters too, right?
Yeah.
And I get the sense that we're going to get Rocket's origin story perhaps in this as well.
Right.
So,
for clarification, I think we kind of jumped around earlier, but it's going to be a flashback where we meet Baby Rocket.
Okay.
And then probably see that merchandise literally everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
alongside Baby Groot.
You'll get to meet Baby Rocket at Target and Walmart.
Then they meet Baby Yoda.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But Baby Rocket was, I think the idea is he was not a necessarily an intelligent creature, and he was manipulated through cyber technology or something, right? But
Yeah, and he hints about that in the first Guardians.
Like
they did horrible
right?
experiments.
Yeah.
on
Would that
it.
be the High Evolutionary and like a flashback, maybe?
Yes, let's go.
Max just unlocked it. Yeah.
There we go.
Weird dude in space, like experimenting on raccoons.
So the High Evolutionary is being spooky and walking around the hall right now.
Okay.
But
Stole someone's phone.
What?
Where are the Guardians to stop it?
I wonder if is he an official Marvel like hire, or is it just a guy who happened to be in cosplay as the High Evolutionary walking around the
I don't
halls?
think
I know everyone
this
thinks
thing. I wanna
it's
see this.
part of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marvel said, "Quick, we need to top The Rock showing up in Black Adam costume during the WB panel. What do we have?"
I have a feeling we might get the Guardians trailer soon because the description of it is it's set to the Flaming Lips, Do You Realize, and sets up a doomed love story. So that's going to be awesome. Or terrible and sad. Good for the audience, though, right? We love a good doomed love story.
We have people in the chat, that are just tuning in. Shame on you, by the way. They're wondering if they can get like just a quick rundown of some of today's announcements that we've gotten so far.
Sure.
Yeah, so basically, Phase 4 ends with Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
And there is a, sorry, I have a bunch of tabs open. Which did they actually, they announced Daredevil Born Again, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is in May, Echo in summer. Quantumania is the start of Phase 5.
Yep.
Which will be followed by Secret Invasion in spring 2023. Can we pull up the timeline again, just to show that? And so, yeah, it's all leading up to Thunderbolts, which is going to be the big kind of culmination.
Yeah, July 26, 2024, Thunderbolts will end Phase 5.
Yeah.
And then there was obviously like a bunch of show stuff. There's the new Daredevil season, which is getting 18 episodes. Ironheart's coming to Disney+, Agatha's coming to Disney+, Echo, Secret Invasion's coming to Disney+. So yeah, you see a good mix of movies and shows there, kind of bouncing around a lot, which is I think that's their strategy forever now.
And another big announcement, we got a clip of Quantumania that showed off MODOK, we think. I guess it's MODOK. He's in there. They said it's MODOK. It is MODOK. We didn't get to see it, but I want to see it. Where's MODOK? And also Bill Murray, who's in there in the quantum realm.
But Bill Murray is not MODOK.
No.
No, apparently not.
He's not.
No!
Stop showing it. So I forgot about this, but Bill Murray totally just blurted that. Like, he can do whatever he wants, and he just blurted that out. He's like, yeah, I'm in Ant-Man, I think. And I mean, this is the guy who was like, yeah, I was in the Garfield movie because I thought it was a Coen Brothers movie. It was like the wrong Joel Coen or whatever. And I don't know if that's true or not. He's a weird dude. Like, he operates on his own wavelength, and he could have totally just lied about being an Ant-Man to mess with people.
There's the Guardians mini panel still happening inside of the Marvel bigger panel, and Iwuji just said, and now obviously he's playing the High Evolutionary, "Call me sire, I'm pleased to be here. As I look out at this crowd, I'm reminded of my true purpose of this universe, to take unevolved creatures such as yourself and create something less reprehensible. Thank you for inspiring me with how awful you all are. The bile in the back of my throat is all the motivation I need to move forward and create a new species. I cannot wait to dissect all of you and see what I can learn." Holy crap. So that's threatening.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
His method.
And he took a guy's phone.
That's the worst.
That's the worst
kind of
You're not supposed to have phones in there. That's why he did it. That's actually that was a superhero move on his part. But a lot of people still have phones. So if you want to see what his costume looks like, just go look that up. We'd get in big trouble if we showed it to you.
Yeah, and on our behalf, thank you for sneaking phones in there.
Yeah.
So if he's going to be the villain, and then I thought Adam Warlock was going to be the villain, but I think Adam Warlock, who is supposed to be the perfect creature,
Right.
is probably somebody that the High Evolutionary wants, is going after him. And I imagine the Guardians will have to help Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
And then probably they'll team up to stop the High Evolutionary.
And Gamora has no memories of her time with the Guardians.
Right, because it's 2014, Gamora, who never met them, never fell in love with Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And she's like, leave me alone, I don't know you. Why are you so obsessed with me?
That happened to me in high school, actually, with my girlfriend.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, man.
Wow. Scott, that got so dark. Thank you for that. That was great.
Oh, Fantastic Force.
Whoa,
What? What's happening?
Oh, Phase
What?
6.
Phase 6?
What?
Phase 6.
Wait, they're talking about Phase 6?
Fantastic.
Oh, they're talking Phase 6, I guess.
Avengers, the Kang Dynasty.
And Avengers Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Whoa!
Hold it.
Yes!
Hold it.
Let's go, Secret Wars!
Nice!
You got it,
Secret
Jeff.
Wars!
Secret Wars! Secret Wars!
And
Oh my
Blade.
gosh.
And Blade.
Okay, so Phase 6 starts with Fantastic Four, ends with Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers. So that's their next Infinity War and Endgame.
Yes.
Right.
Leave it again.
So Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars is the next Infinity War and Endgame.
Yes.
So the Kang Dynasty and Secret, I feel like one should be Phase 7. Like, those are two mega stories.
The phases don't mean anything. They're all made up. It's they move the goalposts.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of takes the weight off of Phase 4 sort of being meandering, right? Because like they're obviously setting up something massive for
Well, like
6.
again, this is a growing universe. Like, and it's very easy to sort of compare what we got. Like, Phase 1 culminated in the Avengers. Like, that was a pretty big, earth-shaking thing, and that was even just teasing, Thanos and building up to that. And Thanos was a big, huge, big bad. That was a multi-phase buildup,
Yep.
Like, I guess we're doing that all over again.
There's the Fantastic Four logo we got a couple years ago, it looks like a Zamboni drill.
Oh!
Ice.
Oh, there it is.
There's the
Okay.
Avengers, the Kang Dynasty.
That is certainly
That
an
is
Avengers
sick.
logo.
So I think I see what's going on here, that I feel like this will be the confrontation with Kang the Conqueror,
Yeah.
right? Then at the end of that movie, things are going to go bad. If things follow the comics, essentially the entire multiverse will be destroyed be remade as one world, battle world, and that's where Secret Wars happens.
Okay, so they're calling this the multiverse saga. I guess these bunch of phases together is the multiverse.
So yeah, it's like a murder of crows. Like a group of phases is a saga.
So and there would be another three, three phases.
Yes, yes. They said, where else can we possibly go? Well, there's one more thing. We talked about the past, we talked about the future. Let's talk about forever. Now they're jumping into Wakanda Forever stuff, which, as we found out earlier, is the end of Phase 4. And now we know about Phase 5 and 6. This is wild. I was not expecting this.
There's a musical performance happening. So here's the Secret Wars graphic, which these are all kind of the same graphic, but I really like that one.
And of course, like it's been
look
said.
at that logo.
That's awesome.
That is sleek.
Yeah, that's very dope. I like that a lot.
And it's been said before, but like Secret Wars is how you then bring the X-Men into the fold if you want. You can bring Miles Morales, like anyone from any universe, they all can start to live in the same happy.
It basically is the original Fortnite. Like just a bunch of characters get dropped on an island and they got to fight each other.
Right.
But Joshua, can you sort of contextualize like Secret Wars? It's one of the first really big crossovers, right?
What is Secret Wars?
Well, they made, originally it was like an excuse to sell toys. Well, what isn't these days? But they just take all the Marvel heroes and villains and threw them on a world, the Beyonders. Like, I want to watch you fight and see who wins, good or evil. Of course, Doctor Doom in the end stole his powers, and they had to stop Doctor Doom instead. But they had a modern Secret Wars where, you know, due to incursions and multiverses smashing, the different universes of the multiverse smashing into each other, eventually they were all destroyed. Doctor Doom pulled together all the pieces to make one world from the pieces of all the other alternate realities. And then once they ultimately defeated him and turned the world back to normal, it had all the best parts of the other multiverses. So if you have like the Fox universe with all the X-Men, you could fold that in to the main, MCU universe. Kind of like how they did in the comics where Miles Morales was in another universe, in the Ultimate Universe, but post-Secret Wars, they said, oh no, he's always been there. They folded him into the reality of the Marvel Comics universe. So I think they could do that with whatever they want once we get to Secret Wars.
Okay, so good at this. You're so good at this.
We have some dates. Fantastic Four, November 8th, 2024. Avengers Kang Dynasty is May 5th, 25.
Whoa.
And then Secret Wars is just very shortly thereafter on November 8th, 25. And then, the multiverse sagas, phases 4 to 6.
So who's in the Avengers now?
What is an Avenger, after all?
Right, yeah, exactly.
I gotta say, I appreciate how IGN is just consistently tweeting in all caps right now, because I think that's where we all are right now. It's beautiful.
Must be Vega.
This is a lot.
Or
this
Ben.
is good.
Yeah, Fantastic Four will kick off Phase 6, which is pretty. There's only. It looks like there's a cup. They're gonna like fill in all these blanks right now. So that's pretty awesome.
And Joshua, you mentioned how in Secret Wars, a series of incursions is what's leading to the end of the multiverse, I guess. And I believe that when Clea, Charlize Theron, showed up in the Doctor Strange post-credit scene, Multiverse of Madness, doesn't she mention that there's an incursion going on?
Yeah, and Mr. Fantastic earlier in the movie mentioned them as well.
He did, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so there you go.
So yeah, this has definitely been seeded. Yeah, like we were saying earlier, Feige hinted at this, and we're getting Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Are they burning through this stuff too quick?
You know, this sounds like they're like, we're not coming to the next 3 Comic-Cons, so we'll just leave you with everything.
Yeah.
You know? We're going away for a few months. I left some food in the fridge.
Shut up, nerds. We got to go write some movies. Anyway, here's some logos.
Okay, Ryan Coogler is making his way to the stage to talk about Wakanda Forever. So it sounds like they're probably gonna end around this stuff, unless they have. I mean, who knows? They've announced way more phases than I expected today.
Yeah, I'm hoping they definitely show us like a trailer finally, because I'm so curious about what Wakanda.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one I'm super excited for.
Yeah.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, because I'm just curious what direction they're gonna go. Of course, with everything that we've been hearing about this particular movie, and I'm super excited for it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. At least let's get some glimpses. I want to get some footage of it.
We need to jump to a break really quick, but we will catch everyone up on what's going on after that. Stick around. More Marvel after this.
You're right though, Max. Like it is kind of like where to.